You know how you want to redesign a room, but you've got no clue what it'd actually look like until the money's already spent? Well, AI solved that. You take one photo of your room and you see it in any style you want before you buy a single thing. So in this video, I'm walking you through the exact process of how you can do it. And by the end, you'll be able to do the same thing with your own space. And to show you this isn't some cherry-picked demo, I'm starting with the most boring furnished living room I could possibly find. Now, the reason I'm walking you through this properly is that in videos like these, people tested all kinds of AI room design tools in their own living rooms, and most of them failed in one of two ways. They either gave them back the exact same layout with different colors, or they completely broke the room with a total mess everywhere. Not to mention the 100 other things that went completely wrong. And that happens because those tools have no idea what they're allowed to change. So the whole trick of this process is the first line of the prompt. It locks the room itself, the exact dimensions, the ceiling height, the wall positions, the window, even the dark wood floor. Then the prompt strips out every piece of furniture and rebuilds the room with pieces you name one by one. That's why what comes back is your actual room and not some random AI apartment, which is the whole difference between a picture you genuinely consider and a picture you laugh at. So here's the process. I'm in Higgsfield, I open ImageGen, and I set the model to GPT Image 2. By the way, there is a link below to Higgsfield if you want to create these alongside me. Settings are nothing special, 16 by 9 and high quality, and they stay the same for every single generation today. I upload the photo of the room, paste in the first prompt, and the first style I want to use is something we call modern minimalist. Basically, your everyday modern minimal room, as the name suggests. Oh, and one more thing about the photo you upload, because this part will make sure your results come out nice and clean. Just make sure the room is well lit. You can see most of the room in the frame, and you're shooting the room straight on instead of some weird angle. The clearer the photo, the better the AI understands the space. I click generate, and as we can see here, like compared to the first image where there was all this clutter, all these things in the whole room, it just vanished. And we can see how good this looks with the minimal aesthetics, with little to nothing in this room. No clutter or mess. I really like it. Next, I run the same photo through a Japandi style prompt. That's a Japanese and Scandinavian mixed aesthetic. The ceiling light is now a paper lantern, and there's a monstera by the window, and it still looks almost similar to the previous room, but it has a bit more of a traditional vibe, like a touch of Japanese zen, you could say. And there we can see the little plant, and the overall aesthetic is different, yet minimal at the same time, and honestly, it's kind of perfect. Now, I want to see how far this can actually go, so the third one is an industrial loft type design, like someone who is a bit more into rugged fashion, and a little dark and gothic aesthetic. We can see that the back wall comes back as exposed brickwork, and everything else goes like a dark leather vibe. And you can see the shelves right there, and the old school table. And this is giving off a very gothic type of vibe. And honestly, it's not something I personally like, but just for demonstration purposes, I'm sharing here what the model can actually do. And for the last one, I want to do a warm bohemian style, and it's the complete opposite compared to where we started. And this has turned out pretty incredible, and you can see the Persian style rug, the plants all over, a little artwork type of thing on the wall, a rust orange sofa, and the subtle warm lighting from the lamp in the back. The room has a lot of character and emotion to it, and honestly, out of all four of them, I think this is by far my favorite, and I would probably live here if I got the chance to. It's super beautiful. So that's one photo turned into 4 real options using the same room, and seeing all of these options cost close to nothing. But honestly, redesigning your own room is the smallest thing you can do with this, because some people are using the exact same trick to make actual money. And if you're the one trying to sell or rent out a property, this is the part for you, because the hardest photo to sell is an empty room, because your buyer decides from the photos long before they ever book a viewing, and an empty room gives them nothing to imagine a life in. And the usual fix is physical staging, so real furniture is brought into the property just to take a couple of photos, which costs real money every single time a property goes up. Now the prompt here works a little differently from the one we used in the first room, because there's nothing to remove this time. So all I'm telling the AI is, leave the room exactly as it is, the walls, the floor, the ceiling rows, all of it stays, and just add furniture on top. And that part matters more than it sounds, because whoever's looking at your listing is still seeing the actual property, it just has furniture in it now. So I'll keep the same setup as before, using GPT Image 2 as our model. Then I upload the empty room and run the first look, contemporary modern. And contemporary modern is basically the bright, clean, move-in, ready style you see in show homes. Neutral colors, glass and steel, nothing personal in it yet, which is exactly what lets a buyer imagine their own stuff in there. And as you can see, it has turned out to look like a move-in ready room. You can see the big gray modular sofa, the art between the 2 windows, and the room itself is left completely untouched, which gives it a lot of breathing room and the perfect touch we were looking for. Now I'll run the same photo again. This time I'm using a warm Scandinavian family room as the aesthetic idea, with cozy light wood and soft textures. And this one is aimed at a completely different buyer, so we use a different aesthetic for them. And it has a pretty different style compared to the previous image we used. And seeing it beside the original image we ran, you can see how accurate the whole structure is and how good the AI is at placing the furniture and the little details. details, like the rug, the coffee table, the lamp in the background, the little ceramics out on the shelf. It's gotten really good at these little things. And that's the real use case for you, because you don't have to pick and commit to one single style. You can show the modern version to one buyer and the family version to another from the same single photo, and basically tailor it to whatever buyer is interested. One quick thing, if you're using this for real listings though, a lot of places require you to label a photo as virtually staged, so just add that little note and you're good. It keeps everything honest and saves you any headache later. But honestly, there's still one thing that sells a place better than any stage photo, and that's a video tour of the place. And I'll show you exactly how to make one from the image we just generated without ever touching a camera. So for this one, I jump over to Video Gen and set the model to Seedance 2.0. Now there are a bunch of other models you can choose from in Higgsfield, and honestly, pick whichever you like. But right now, Seedance 2.0 is the best one for this kind of video generation, especially with audio built in, so that's the one I'm going with. The reference image I'm feeding it is the contemporary modern staging we made earlier, the one with the gray sofa, and the settings are pretty simple: 15 seconds for the duration, 1080p for the quality, and 16:9 for the aspect ratio, so the video comes out as a landscape shot. And since this model generates pretty accurate audio for the videos too, I'm leaving audio on. Now the prompt for this one is the longest of the day, and that's on purpose, because I'm not just typing in a room tour and hoping for the best. It's written like a shot list, 5 segments, 3 seconds each, and every segment tells the camera exactly where to be, how it should move, and exactly when and how it cuts into the next one. There's also this small rule in there saying that no shot ever points at the back wall, so the camera's entry position stays out of frame the whole time. And the audio is written into the prompt as well, so the sound comes out matched to the cuts instead of added on after. So as we can see, this turned out way better than even I expected, because the fast-paced and slow-motion shots combined look like this was done by a professional video editor, and it doesn't miss a single detail. It also added some pretty nice music in the background, and I love how it slowly backs off in this part of the video. It makes it feel super premium and intentional. The audio also just ends at the perfect moment. And that's what you actually send a buyer, a 15-second cinematic tour of the property made from one photo of an empty room. And we did all that without any camera crew or messing with furniture and dumping a lot of money. And the last thing I want you to take from this video is that you don't have to copy a single thing I did today, because every single prompt we use today is built the same way. It only has 3 parts. The first part tells the AI what it's not allowed to change, so the shape of your room, the walls, the windows, and the floor. The second part is what happens to the furniture. You either clear everything out like we did with the first room, or you keep the room as it is and just add things on top. And the last part is where you name what you actually want in there: a sofa, a lamp, a rug, in any style you can describe. The styles I went with today, such as the minimalist, the Japandi, and the industrial, those were just my picks. You could just as easily do coastal, mid-century modern, art deco, whatever you're into. So now it's your turn. Take one clear photo of your own room, bring it into Higgsfield, and try the same process yourself. That's the real value here. You're not guessing anymore. You can actually see the room before you decide what direction to take. The link to Higgsfield is in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.